Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, the style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hi, everybody. Hello, lovers. How are you on this good Monday night? How are you? I am tired and drained. So I was in a training. I'm getting certified for something else to teach, and the training is all day today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And I still feel like I'm kind of still recovering. Like I still feel a little drained. So I made it through the whole day. I was happy to do that. I owed y'all to come out here. I needed to come out here. So I am here. And to make things as easy as possible, I figure let's cover the video where everyone's covered it thus far. But I have not. The first video or the last video that Phone Calls from Prison has up that they dropped pertaining to the text messages. And since Shay's already done a lot of the hard work, she read that stuff off. We're going to listen to her and we're going to break it down over here. Okay. So I hope y'all are cool with that and ready to get into that with me. But let me say hi to y'all. Hey, D-Dub. Hi. Hey, C-W. Hey, Messy Sassy. Hey, N Harmon. Hey, Miss HLS. Hello. Hey, Jackie. Hi, Life Unleashed. Native, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Auntie Gigi. Let's see. Who else? Jackson Tabasco. Hello. Hello. Hi, Queen Brielle. Hi, Mississippi Shell in the ATL. Okay. Hi, Michi3. Hey, Ebony. Cam Lewis. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I feel like I know you. I feel like we may be related or something. I don't have any money. Okay? Okay. Welcome. I don't have any money. How are you? Hi, Muffin 218. Let's see. Who else? Hey, Black Snake Moan. How are you? Hey, Randy and T Rain. Hello. Hey, Silly Sylvia, Nasty Nessie, Super Cav. Wait, I can't even say that anymore. Super Capri. How does it say it? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's it. Damn. Hi, old man Johnson's had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Hi, Jess. Ask Shar. Hi, Kinda Big. Hi, A-Shell Loves. One Leg Off. Lady Y. Hello. Hi, Gemini 225. My mama was a Gemini. Y'all crazy as hell. Next. Much better today. Hello, much better today. I'm much better today than maybe Saturday, but I could stand to be better. Okay? I could stand to be better. Hi, Misunderstood. Hi. Hi, Delicate Dell. Lady White, I said hi to you. Hey, Kiki in DC. Kiki in DC, honey. Hey, Exit Stage Left. Hello. All right, y'all. Okay. Well, look, let's get into our reaction for today. Y'all, forgive me if my energy is low. I really am tired. Honestly, I am. I am out here because I owed it to you. Okay? I really did. And I miss y'all. I wanted to come live. I just didn't have the energy to do it, you know? So I just had to. So y'all forgive me, okay, if the energy is a little lower than normal, which definitely it is lower than normal. So hi, Sherry Anderson. Okay, so you know what? I just saw a name in the chat. And I think this has impacted my energy too the last couple of days. So you guys remember I shared I don't know if I shared it out here or if it was on a members only live. If you wouldn't mind, please hit the like button for me. Um, I I told y'all a story about when I got drunk when I was 16, right? And I told you that was me and one of my best friends from high school, and she had to, drive me, and we went to my boyfriend's place on campus so he could come out and help her get me sober before I had to be home for curfew. So now I haven't seen her. Um, I haven't seen her in 30 years. Easy. Oh, definitely. No, over 30 years. What am I talking about? I haven't seen her in over 30 years. Now, we reconnected a few years ago. Reconnected like on Facebook or whatever. And but we'd say something to each other every now and then or whatever. And that was it for the most part. It did seem like we were probably talking more on social media in the last couple of years than normal, but no love loss, no issues. Just how people get older, they grow apart, and it is what it is. So Saturday, I get a call from one of our classmates. And she, first of all, this was a classmate of mine. She and I mainly talk on social media, like a lot. We don't typically talk on the phone. So when I saw that she was calling me, I was like, what's going on? Something must be happening, right? And I couldn't get the phone at the time. This was Saturday. Why couldn't I get the phone? I think I was just asleep. I think I was tired or something. I couldn't get the phone at the time. And so when I called her back, because she left me a voicemail, but she wasn't clear about what she wanted. She was calling to tell me that our friend, the girl that I mentioned, is actually in hospice right now. And it was like, wait, what? Now, the other reason why that stood out to me too, it just kind of shook me, was because I would say in the last couple of weeks, I have thought about her more. And it was in the last couple of weeks that I told y'all this story. I feel like it was last week or maybe the week before. So that had me thinking about her anyway. And so to learn this it was upsetting. From what I understand, she has brain tumor, which also was upsetting because that's how my father passed away. He had a brain tumor, it was cancerous, and from what I understand, that's probably what she's dealing with. So I say all that to say, if you wouldn't mind, please keep she and her family in prayer. Um, I do think I'm going to go see her tomorrow. I'm hoping that it won't be too late. Now, I will say this. I called her. I think this was the thing, too, that took the wind out of my sails. Because after I learned that, I was like, do I even have her real number? Like, do I have a current number? So I went through my phone. I found a number that was, attached to her, and I dialed it, and it rang, and she answered. But she really couldn't talk because she had tubes. I mean, you could tell. And I was just like, baby, don't talk. You don't have to talk to me. But you know what I'm saying? Like it just broke my spirits. And honestly, since October of last year, I have lost at least 6 people in my life. And only one was like an older, like an uncle. Everybody else were like friends in my age group. So it's just been crazy. So after I heard her on the phone like that, I knew that I wasn't ready to see her. And yesterday I just couldn't muster up the energy to do it. Today I feel like I have to do it tomorrow. Like I said, I haven't seen her in 30 plus years, but the fact that she had been on my mind like that, and when I called her, like you could tell she was anxious and happy that I called, but couldn't talk. Was trying to she was like, I can't even get my mind. She was trying to say, I can't get my thoughts together to say what she really wanted to say, but I could tell she was excited. And I was telling her she didn't have to say anything. And I told her, all, just listen to me. I said, you don't have to say anything, baby. I was like, I love you. I was like, I was just talking about you. And I'm going to come and see you. And she was like, well, I can't really talk. So I don't know. Part of me too was like, did she not want me to come see her? Because, everybody doesn't necessarily want to be seen in certain circumstances. But like I told her, I was like, look, you don't have to talk. I said, I talk enough for both of us. I can talk. And I said, I just wanted her to know that I loved her. I had been thinking of her, that we had so many good times together. And so I'm going to go. I'm definitely going to go see her tomorrow evening. And I'm thinking I'll take some pictures from when we were in high school, being grown and stuff. And so anyway, so that's that. I'm not going to lie, that probably impacted my desire to do anything, to be quite honest with you. Like, I didn't even put clothes on yesterday. So please just pray for my friend. Her name is Kim. So pray for Kim. And yeah. And her family. All right. So anywho, I'm sure y'all tuned in just to hear all that, right? I'm sure. I'm sorry. But seeing a name, it just reminded me of her, a name I saw in the chat. So anywho. All right, y'all. Well, okay, so let's get into something that I don't know if it's going to make us smile or want to fight somebody. Okay, but we're going to listen to these damn messages. Thank you, everybody, for your patience and allowing me to get that off my chest. And if you really are someone who knows God, who has a relationship with God, and you spend some time in prayer with Him, please lift her up and her family. Okay. All right. So now, did y'all hit the like button? Damn. Still? Sheesh. Let me see. Oh, this phone dead. Okay, hold on. I got another one. Hold on. Let me see. These people, I tell you, they don't love me. They don't love me. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. What are my likes looking like? Huh? Uh-oh. Y'all, come on. Come on. You got 68 likes and 148 people in here. Come on now. It's free. Please. Sheesh. See, I don't know where y'all live. It's hot here. And I want y'all to know that if you don't treat people right, and if you don't hit like buttons, you're going to be in hell. Okay? Okay? Because it's hot outside. And if you want to taste the hell, just go on outside. Okay? It's hot in Ohio. So I know it's hot as hell in hell. And God don't like ugly. So y'all need to hit the damn like. Okay? Shit. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Tell these people to hit the damn like button. Okay. All right, y'all. Oh, let me say this too. Last night, this on another note. Okay. We're shifting gears. Okay. Pleasant thoughts only moving forward. Well, then again, we're going to watch Nesto and Sonya. Or listen to what the fuck they've been saying to each other. So that's going to make us angry. Okay. But, okay, let's not be sad anymore. All right. What I was going to say is last night, late. It was late last night, early this morning. Now, mind you, I want to say they have been live like 2-3 hours. Do y'all know that Vic to the Veil has a channel? Did y'all know? Because I did not know. And the only reason why I found out was because what I know, because I didn't even know who that was. I saw a panel of people. You know how when you're scrolling through things on your timeline in YouTube, and I'm scrolling, and it said Ernesto. It said something about Ernesto and text messages. I don't remember what the title was. And then there was these people on the panel, and I'm like, I don't recognize this. No, well, I didn't recognize any of the names on there. And then when I looked and saw the name on the channel, I was like, Victor the Veil has a channel. And so I clicked on, and I think that might have been her first time going live. I don't know. Azure, was that her first time? Because when I came in there, I just started screaming, in the chat. I'm loud. I don't give a damn if I'm typing or talking. Okay. I'm going to be loud. It is what it is. Get into it. Okay. So anyway, I'm yelling in the chat. Oh my God! Victor the Veil, I didn't know you had a channel. Okay. Okay. Y'all need to go subscribe to Vic to the Veil. Actually, Shell, if you can find it, actually, this is how it's. I think it's Vic to the Veil. If you can find that channel, did it go through? Hold on. Yeah. If you can find that channel, if you don't mind putting the link in there so that we can get her subscribers up, because I only want to say she had less than 300 subscribers, but honey, she was over there with almost 100 in the chat, baby, talking about Nesto with a panel full of people. You heard me? So y'all better go support Vic to the Veil. All right. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I went over there. Now, mind you, by the time I found them, first of all, I left them talking at 2 something in the morning. Now I was only over there for about 30 minutes because look, it was late and I waited late to take my little night meds, honey, like the old people do. They take their night meds, honey. And some of them meds make you go to sleep, right? Well, baby, I was just laying down good, waiting for the shit to kick in. And I happened to look up, and these people have been on live for hours. Okay. So they had done a reenactment of some of the text messages. I don't know if they went through all of them or what, but y'all, yeah, check them out. Okay. You got to check her out. And I'm thinking we might do something like that too in the future. Okay. All right. So yes, please support Vic to the Veil. All right. Okay, that's that on that. Now, let me share my screen. Why don't you? Okay. So we're going to come over here and give all praise to Shay and her husband, honey. Okay. Because they be making this shit pop. Okay. They makes it do what it do. Okay. So thank you, Shay. Drop some yellow hearts in the chat. And Shay's gonna come out here and give us her normal, beautiful intro, and she's gonna read some text. That's probably why she was like, "Fuck this." After reading them damn text messages, you saw how I was struggling through their text messages. I'm sure Shay was like, "What the hell?" Shay did this video and was like, "Here, y'all, take the rest of these text messages." I picture her saying, "Shit, I be damned if I be out here trying to decipher what these fools out here saying. What kind of language this is, you know?" See, I'm bilingual. I speak the King's English and that bullshit. Well, no, I don't speak what they speak. I speak, I speak a form of slang, a form of ebonics, but that shit that they be talking, that mush mouth shit, I'm not versed. I'm not well versed. Okay. I am not. So Shay was probably like, "Here, take this shit. Y'all can have all 200 pages. I don't ever want to have to read this shit ever again." I don't blame you, Shay. Shit. I get it. Okay. It's hard for me to hear it, let alone read it. You saw how I was stuck. I was stuck on stupid. No pun intended. Okay. I was stuck on stupid. So, anywho, all right. Did y'all hit them like shit? Did you? All right. I'm gonna check in a minute. Hey, Jay Shani. Okay, let's go. Come on, talk to us, Shay. Oh shoot. Wait. Hold on. I didn't have the sound up. My bad. Okay. Talk to us, Shay.
I was recently granted access to Nesto's text messages. There's over 200 pages and almost 3,000 texts, and many of them are quite long. According to my data, the two people who messaged Nesto in jail are Shirley and Sonya. Many of the texts include things that cannot be uploaded to YouTube, so I've compiled some of the messages that I found interesting for this video. The messages start in November of 2022 with Sonya, and they start in April of 2023 with Shirley. I have the messages from then until May of 2024. Here are some messages between Nesto and Shirley from April of 2023 when things were okay between them. "Good afternoon, Miss Williams. In regards to last night..."
Hold on. Can I just say something real quick before we really get into this? What do y'all think Sonya is thinking? Like now that she knows, because she knows, right? That there's something else I need to show y'all. But anyway, there is we're sure she knows about the text messages, right? Now, I did go over to Sylvia's the other day just to peek in and see what the hell she was saying, knowing that was that yesterday? It was yesterday. Yeah, because these came out Saturday, right? Or was it Friday? Shit, I don't know. Oh, this came out Friday. I either peeked in on Sylvia on Saturday or on Sunday, and people in her chat were asking her, what about the text messages? Or what is Sonya saying about the text messages? And of course, or what is Ernesto saying about the text messages? And of course, in true Sylvia fashion, she's like, "Oh, I haven't even seen the text messages. Oh, I don't know how Sonya feels. Oh, I don't know. We didn't talk about that. Oh, I'm doing all kinds of other things. I'm busy. Oh, she has a damn excuse when we know they ran to the phone calling each other. They did. Who is she fooling? Did she fool y'all? Because she damn sure didn't fool me. Okay. Oh, I know. We're gonna look at that too, Jay Shani. And Sonya, maybe her ass is going out and shit because she know this shit's a wrap. Okay. I wonder if she saw any text messages that made her feel away. Because you know she's got a membership with phone calls from prison. Don't even get it twisted. If I got a membership and you got a membership, you know damn well this heifer got a membership, okay? So she knows about these text messages and she going back and she probably done forgot about some of the texts she sent. So no need to try to remember it now, Sonya, because it's all in black and white. You can just read it off, okay? Like we are, okay? So I just thought I'd bring that on up. All right. So there is something I want to show y'all. You guys may or may not have seen her little IG video. I want to kind of show that real quick. Got a little photograph I want to show you as well. But maybe we'll stop midway through here and we'll tap into it, okay? But let's listen to how Shay breaks this down for us, okay? I'm going back a taste. Okay, here we go.
Some of the messages that I found interesting for this video. The messages start in November of 2022 with Sonya, and they start in April of 2023 with Shirley. I have the messages from then until May of 2024. Here are some messages between Nesto and Shirley from April of 2023 when things were okay between them. Good afternoon, Miss Williams. In regards to last night, I knew that God instilled so much anointing into you and that your calling was so much greater, to the point that even Steve still had to hit you up for daily quotes. Even he cannot deny your position in God. So when I asked God to bring me an extraordinary and virtuous woman, he placed you in my life, a woman with grace, balance, and elegance that I have never had and at first didn't understand. I would never regret our years of marriage. In fact, I would do it all over again. I've never bowed down to no human being, but it is the God in you and the fact that God himself speaks through you that makes me submit to his presence like a young child. It's a blessing as well that the same 3 men who stayed with us in our coastal luxury homes in their times of hardship are now the same 3 men who are there for us in our own hardship. I've seen so many that you have helped.
Hold on. Let me stop it just for a second. There's sometimes things that other people may say, oh, now that doesn't mean anything, V, and it probably doesn't. I just want to say this. If I'm talking to my husband about homes that he and I shared together, why am I describing it as our luxury coastal homes? Like, if we live in luxury, why don't we both know that? Does that seem odd to you? Like, it seems like that was written for people who don't know our business. Is it me? Does that make sense? Like, look, I've lived in a luxury home. I live there with my husband. Never did I ever say, hey, are you ready to go back to our luxury, our luxurious home? All right, let's listen, child.
And watch them all fall by the wayside. It's the unknown people that show up in your life that give the encouragement that you need in your life. Just like Tasha, it took you 10 years to bring her back into your life to give you and I confirmation. She gave you confirmation on how toxic her boyfriend was, and she gave me confirmation that I was right on my judgment of his character as a man. If I hadn't have stood my ground, I would have never seen the truth come out. God never give us nothing that we can't handle. Anything.
Let me stop real quick. To tell the truth, I'm not saying that he was writing it for us. I'm saying, because tell the truth is saying at the time they didn't know the calls and texts were going to be public. No, they didn't. But what it does sound like he may have said those things to either A, the person who was typing this shit, because I'm gonna tell you, there are certain text messages, like even in the text messages I read the other day, there are messages that are where sentences are formulated like this, but then there's other ones where the English is very broken, the words are typed wrong, it's really bad. That's what I know, what I believe he typed. I don't believe he typed this out. He doesn't even speak in this way. So even if a chat GPT did it, or whatever, GPT did it or not, if he's saying it in a certain way to chat, to the AI, whatever they used, whatever, because it doesn't have to be chat. It doesn't have to be that. It could be another one. But the bottom line I'm making is, doesn't that seem weird? Would you describe your home in that way? Your homes you've lived in that way? I feel like, in his mind, he's writing a book too, right? So I feel like this letter is either A, something he wanted to use to impress somebody in there who's typing for him, or he's typing it as he would for a book, and he's using some form of talk to text or AI, and that's formulating sentences. But I'm here to tell you that dude does not, like, I see punctuation in this text message, this long text message. It at least has periods and capitalizations. There were text messages I read the other day that did not do that. So that's why I'm saying it's odd to me that someone is talking to their whole wife and they've been married for 9 years. Why would you say, we even allowed folks to come and live with us in our home? Why would I need to say our luxurious home, our luxurious bi-coastal homes? Like, why would I need to say that to the other person who bought the houses, or who was renting the houses, or who, you know what I'm saying, who lived in the same house with me? Wouldn't you just say, I always knew you were a good person because hey, you had to talk me into letting folks come live in our home? I'm just saying, that might be small, but it seems odd to me. What are you saying? Make it rain? Yes, we all know Nesto didn't type this. Some of the words being used now, he doesn't know the meaning of. And he don't know how to spell it. And he doesn't know how to put it in proper placement in a sentence. But yet, this is a whole book right here. It's a whole essay, okay, that I'm looking at. But anywho, let's listen. Isn't it weird? It's just telling. Hey, Toya, so dope. What you say? He put emphasis on it. Yeah, he wants that to stand out. So like I said, he's either trying to impress the person who helped him with this, or he's writing a book and he's going to use this note in the book. And so he's using Chat GPT to help him with it. All I know is it doesn't make sense. It's very weird that he would phrase things that way about a house that the two of them shared. It's just odd to me. But let's listen.
Thing he allow us to go through is for the sole purpose of growth and given to us because we are strong enough to withstand the pressure. When we first moved to LA, I would always stress that he didn't have to move out of the house. For one, I don't intentionally tarnish another man's character or lifestyle, and I was going off the strength of your judgment of his situation. But later in our marriage, I learned to study your character ability, that you despise drama or conflict. Once people learn your character, they will try to use it against you. That's where my ability kicked in that you needed. The street insight. These past 6 months, I was angry at God, but I realized when I was in Dallas last year, an older woman walked up on me out of nowhere at an RV convention. She told me I'd be facing some challenges before I turned 60. I didn't understand what she meant, but now I can see it after 10 months of incarceration. I had to be stripped down to then be rebuilt mentally. God had to restore my mind and my heart as well. He has showed up for me so many times. It's unexplainable and almost unreal. You have always supported me from day one through the...
Well, let's stop. Let's stop for a second. Here he goes, bringing God into this. He says that God had to allowed him to be torn down so he could be built back up. Well, he's being torn down, but he's trying to piece this shit back together so he can stand the way he did before. And that's the problem. Because anybody who really has a relationship with God, who honors God, who fears God, who wants to serve God and his purposes, they don't come out here cheating on their wife, stealing from other people, not taking accountability for the harm he's caused others. God just don't work like that. He doesn't. But yet and still, he would talk to his wife. Again, this is April 28th of last year. He's carrying on like nobody's business out here with Sonya. Just carrying on these phones, got her talking to attorneys on his behalf, just out here doing the most. But he has the audacity in this text message to act as if God has renewed him and renewed his strength and rebuilt him back up to the man he's supposed to be, only to turn out to be the asshole he's always been. Now, don't you find that interesting? That's the devil for you. That's when you know folks are evil. When they love to throw out the name of God while they won't take accountability for the bull crap they do to people and think God is going to honor that. I try to tell people he don't work like that. He don't. And you can come out here and you can play on his name if you want to, but he will show you. He will show you. No good luck will come your way, honey. I'm just trying to. And he out here playing with the Lord and playing with his wife, the one that the Lord gave him, right? Because they say a man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, right? So if that's the case, sir, why in the heck aren't you honoring God by honoring your wife and trying to live right? Maybe some bonds might have showed up a lot sooner. If you were really on one accord with God, maybe things wouldn't turn out quite the way that they have, but you were still going to have to take accountability. But the way you've gone about this shit, you've only made your situation worse. Nesto, you got rid of the one woman who was behind you, willing to shell out cash to save you, work her ass off in the meantime, been evicted 5 times, had to go stay with a friend while her husband stayed in an RV. I mean, the list goes on. You have humiliated everybody in your life. Hell, if I was your friend, I would be humiliated. So we know your wife is humiliated. Your kids are humiliated. Your ex-wives are probably humiliated too. Okay? So, and we know your friends are. Have you talked to Dre? Have you talked to Dre? Just asking. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And anybody around this bullshit ought to be ashamed of themselves. And here's the other thing. I heard Sylvia the other day too saying something like, y'all act like, because people were in the chat saying, you know, if he hadn't got involved with Sonya, you know, maybe some things would be different, you know, that kind of thing, right? And she was saying, y'all act like, what she said? She said, this ain't nothing new. You know that, right? You know, men been doing this since the beginning of time. You know that, right? Wait a minute. Aren't you the person? Aren't you the prayer partner? Aren't you like chaplain on duty every Monday at whatever time you go over there? Isn't that you? Aren't you the woman of God? Look, I'm not going to call you that because I can't play with it like that. So Ain't you a woman who claim you know God? Because a woman of God ain't showing her titties to a stranger online while she's currently married. Huh? That's it. It don't go down like that. A true woman of God does not tell a trifling Negro that his mistress was sent to him by God when you know that he's a whole married man or was fronting as a whole married man and his wife thought he was a whole married man. Make that make sense. None of this adds up. And yet Sylvia is playing with it as if it's a joke, as if it's a toy, as if God is a toy. Don't you have some court stuff going on too, Sylvia? Don't you need favor and grace and mercy in your situation? And why would God bless you in that situation if you are upholding trash, devilish, demonic shit? Why would he do that for you when you are not holding yourself to the right standard, let alone these people around you? I also feel like she has pretty much, there was something she said that made me think it sounds like she think he could be guilty of some stuff, right? And if you think that, why are you in there telling him? Never mind. Look, let's listen. I'm sorry, y'all.
The good and the bad of all my endeavors. Whether it worked or didn't work, to be a part of the Billionaire Club, you have to have several businesses fail to then have found that one. I've already mastered my marriage.
Did this fool say he already mastered his marriage? This is April of 2023. A Negro who can't keep steady income. Because I'm not even going to say he has to have a job, because I'm sure it's hard for him to get a job. It wouldn't be hard for him to get a job, though, considering who he knows and who his wife knows. But this Negro doesn't want a job. Let's not get that twisted. Let's not even get that twisted. But a dude who can't keep steady income, who can't keep money coming into the house, who can't make a living legally, who has caused me to be evicted 5 times, who has been arrested 4 times, and who in April at this time is saying that he mastered his marriage when you don't even know how to be a husband. How can you master your marriage when you don't know how to be a man? When you don't know how to be a husband? You're supposed to be the provider. You're supposed to be out here leading your family, but you can't lead shit. You can't lead shit. Everything you lead goes directly to the ground or to the prison. All right? You aren't even faithful to yourself, to God's word, let alone your wife. Okay? So how can you master your marriage when you got a whole side hen over here that you're talking to day in and day out? Sir, in what world did you master your marriage? And here it is, April. He's saying this shit only for them to be done talking within a matter of what, a month or two? Was it like July when they stopped talking? So I don't know how he defines mastery. But I would say he's not even a fucking apprentice at this marriage shit, okay? He doesn't know how to do shit. He don't know how to be a boyfriend. He don't know how to be he ain't even a good escort, okay? I'm guessing he's got some sort of escorting business, seeing that he carries his little black bag with liquid V and all kinds of things in it. Nasty ass. Okay, let's listen.
No matter what the situation was, nothing could tarnish your way of thinking, no matter how people presented themselves or whatever ammunition they had. Everything I've told you, I done. I accomplished except for NASCAR and 100 different properties.
Everything you told her you were gonna do, you accomplished it. Nigga, why didn't you tell her you'd be faithful? Then why didn't you tell her you were gonna act like a husband? Then why didn't you tell her that you was gonna love the Lord and live your life for the Lord? Why didn't you tell her that y'all wouldn't be evicted 5 times? Why didn't you tell her you weren't gonna get arrested no more? Seems like you got some shit twisted, because maybe had you told her all of that shit, you could have been in a different place in life. Maybe y'all wouldn't have found yourself in those predicaments. I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. You accomplished everything you said? Well, you must not have said shit.
Worked very hard to maintain my brand. I remember when you and I were at Tyler Perry's party.
Your brand. Your brand. Your brand is a prison brand. You have spent more years of your adult life consistently in jail and in prison. I'm saying consistently, okay? He ain't had not one business for as long as he spent in jail or in prison. Don't you find that interesting? So your brand, oh, you are on brand, my nigga. Right now, you are on brand with your ass in jail. You know, let me say this. I promise I'm gonna let this play for a little bit. But you know how Sonya likes to come out here and say that she, has worked with the Innocence Project and she has worked in criminal law and this, that, and the other, right? Well, it's funny because I really have worked with people with backgrounds, and I really have met some people who are kind and who had really crazy upbringings, which makes every sense in the world. When you hear these stories of people that have gone through some real shit and then find out that they're in prison, and then you hear their stories, it all makes sense. It's like, well, damn, I don't even know how you're even living, let alone can endure all of that and then go through prison and then come out. They can be some of the kindest, most loving, funny, talented, hardworking. Because a lot of times when you give somebody a second chance, especially someone who it's hard to get those chances for, they just want an opportunity to prove themselves, and they will be some of the best employees you ever had. I say all that to say, she's always talking about, people being in jail and being in prison and they're really innocent, and that there's a lot of innocent people in prison. And I would agree. There are a lot of innocent people. There are a lot of people who were charged, high, and because they either didn't have good counsel or couldn't afford to get counsel, then they find themselves, sort of, in prison for longer than they should be, or in there when they shouldn't be. When their white counterparts would never be in there. Okay? No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But it's a nigga like this and one like Sonya that makes it bad for everybody. That makes it bad for everybody. Because, see, this dude has had many chances, time and time again. He's been set up to create and build businesses. He's, been in circles of very rich, powerful people. And yet and still, he didn't know how to either he didn't know how to, utilize those resources to his benefit in a positive and legitimate way, or he didn't want to. See, sometimes some criminals are just lazy, and that's why they do crimes. I see that being Nesto. Nesto is exactly, yes, Auntie Gigi, he is a career criminal. He is a career criminal. There's no reason why he would have to continue to commit crimes when he's got a wife who makes $500,000 a year. If she didn't know how to spend her money right and budget herself, well, he should have been able to come into her life to help her with that. But he can't help nobody do shit because he's draining and sucking off of everybody he knows, especially the women in his life. So he doesn't have it in him to do that. And that's why, I get so frustrated with Shirley, because girl, you could have walked away. There are so many chances you had to walk away, and nobody is doing him any type of good by coddling him and not forcing him to just sit in his shit. He's done it to himself, and he does not represent the majority of the people I've ever worked with who have something in their background, who legitimately want to have a good, clean, wholesome, legitimate life. Okay. A lot of people find themselves in those predicaments because they don't see any other options. But once you can give them the options, typically they'll run with it. And then they'll use their skills that they use in a negative way. They can transfer those skills into something positive. I help people do that every day. Why didn't somebody help him? Actually, I don't even think it's about somebody trying to help him. He didn't want to help himself. He's lazy. He's trifling. He's jealous too. I do believe he's jealous of his wife. And you're right. All this name dropping out here is for whose benefit? Anyway, all right. I'm sorry. Let me get off my soapbox. Hit the like button, please. Thank you.
And what Magic Johnson told me. The combo we had was worth billions. He told me that it's all about the money and not the color. 34 years ago, I was watching this man in a cage TV announcing he had HIV. This man had to figure out in 34 years how he was going to have another source of income to make him a billionaire. And all to be a young man then, and now being older, and to have him drop such a jewel into my lap for free is a blessing. When my Jew friend Steve, who introduced me to the yacht game, and in time I met Denzel Washington. That's why I'm going back.
This is being written as if Shirley don't know who he is. As if Shirley is not the reason he was at a Tyler Perry party, met and was introduced to the yacht club by a Steve Harvey, and met a Denzel Washington. He needs to inform Shirley of what he learned and what was talked about at these events that she was with, that I'm sure they have rehashed 1,000 times since then. No, he's doing this shit to show off. He's doing this shit because it's all about him. It's all about how to capitalize and name drop. Anyway.
Back in my past to tell you how I want him in my biopic. If you remember, I stayed with them for 2 days soaking up free game. They treated me like I was already a part of their world. One thing I pride myself in is that when I was young, I told myself I never wanted to be an old fool with cigars hanging out of my mouth. I've learned by keeping those characteristics not to teach young people pointless thing, a false game. That's why older guys.
What? What does that mean? I don't want to be an older guy with a cigar hanging out my mouth. Why? What's wrong with that? And what is the point he's trying to make? And what young people would ever sit and listen to you? Let me tell you something. A lot of young people are very, very. You ever notice how kids respond to people? Like certain people, like they may never have met the person before, kind of like animals, dogs in particular, and cats too, I would guess. If you come in their vicinity and you want some bullshit, and your energy is wrong, or an animal can pick it up, and so can kids. And I know we're talking about teenagers here. He's saying young people. Young people can pick up on some bullshit. I'm just saying. And the fact that he, child,
guys were attracted to my spirit. I just realized what you put out is what you get back, and it come from anywhere. I remember when Charlie Wilson came to my business next to the Shepherd Center, and he was in my chair. While I was cutting his hair, he was so humble.
Again, now he in just this one text message alone, he has named Steve Harvey, Magic Johnson, Denzel Washington, Tyler Perry, and now who did he just bring up? Charlie Wilson. You are in prison for thieving and graping and viewing nasty pictures. You got a lot going on, sir, and you over here worried about Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, Denzel. I bet you if you ask Tyler Perry or Denzel or Charlie Wilson who the hell Ernesto Williams or Ernest Williams is, I bet none of them would be able to tell you who. Steve will tell you because Steve knows. The rest of them that you probably met in passing, if they do know who you are, they don't want to. And they probably don't want to be asked about your raggedy ass. I'm just saying. But let's listen again to this shit.
Humble, giving me a piece of his story and the things he overcame. Now he's 70 years old, still dancing like a king. The same thing Denzel was telling me about his wife was the same thing Charlie was telling me 10 years prior. That's the power that a woman in your life holds. That is the foundation of power. One thing they told me is if a woman builds you up and refuses to try and tear you down, then you need to stick with her. That's one thing I have to applaud you for, and that's the fact that you have never tried to strip me of my manhood. Instead, whatever you couldn't get through to me, you gave to God.
Hold on. See, and this is where I get upset with Shirley, because for him to say you never tried to strip him of his manhood, but you can't. It's impossible. How can you strip someone of manhood when they're not a fucking man? How is a man defined? Simply having a penis and having a penis alone is not enough. That makes you male, but that don't make you no man. Little boys have little wee-wees. Okay? And from the sounds of it, this sounds like a big boy with a little wee-wee. Okay? Because he gives me little wee-wee energy, which is why he has to carry around a bag of toys with him wherever he goes. Okay? Who's impressed with this? Not I. Okay? Not me. All right? But Shirley was. So Shirley, when you saw that this dude was not acting like a man, you should have stepped up and got his ass together. Put him out, left him, done something when change didn't occur. Because as soon as you got evicted, like, look, I'm going to give you the first eviction. I'm going to give you that one. But when the second eviction came along, something ain't right. Because, see, I can get evicted all by my damn self. I don't need a whole nigga with me who can't help do shit. And I got to work day and night or night and day or whatever. And he ain't working to do shit. No. I'm not going for it. And see, anyway, Shirley, you are partially responsible for this raggedy individual. Okay? You knew he was raggedy. You knew it. And you stayed with this dude. Even if I believe you didn't know anything he had going on, which I don't. I don't think you knew 100%. I think you knew about 20% of what he might have had going on. That's just me. I think you knew 20%. I think you knew something. I don't give a damn what nobody says, because even if he didn't show it to you, told you what it was, you knew he didn't have no damn job. You knew if he had a business, he didn't have enough clients. You knew he could not bring in the cash that was necessary, because you making $500,000, he ain't making shit, and y'all still can't stay in one home. Do you know, I know plenty of people right now with 2 people in the household, 2 professionals, and they together don't add up to making $500,000 a year. And we're supposed to believe that these 2 people could not find a place to live and stay there and buy it? That doesn't make any sense. But see, that's why you're responsible too, Shirley. You should have got his ass together, or you should have got gone a long time ago. I'm just saying.
Starting from the bottom, Nesto writes again, I love you. Have a good day. Shirley responds about 2 hours later. I love you too, honey. Thank you. See you soon. He went on a little farther and bowed with his face to the ground, praying, My Father, if it is possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. Yet I want your will to be done, not mine. Matthew 26:39.
If you want God's will to be done, you need to shut up, sit down, and say goodbye to everybody. I'm just saying. If you really want God's will to be done and not your will, who's to say his will is not being done? I bet your victims feel like God's will is being done by him being locked up in there. Just saying.
Amen. Shirley stopped messaging Nesto back regularly around May 29th, 2023. Nesto sent some messages to Shirley after their ultimatum phone call when she told him she was sick of it. That call occurred on June 15th. The day before, Nesto sent this message to Shirley. Keep in mind that Shirley had not been responding to Nesto's text or really answering his calls at this time. Our anniversary is the 16th of this month in 2 days. You told me 9 years ago that if you ever died and if I chose to marry another woman, that I should never lower my standards to something under how beautiful and amazing you are. So the same goes for you. Even after me, God forbid.
Wait a minute. Hold up now. So let me get this straight. Shirley said that if she would pass on, that you should not, or if you're going to be with somebody else, that's what it just sounds like to me. If you're going to, after being with her, if you're not going to get someone as amazing as her, then you shouldn't even deal with it. And you sound like you are in agreement with that and was willing to agree to that and hope that she would do the same for you. But the problem is you dating Sonya. What happened? You dating Sonya. Is Sonya as sophisticated as Shirley Strawberry? Is Sonya as educated as Shirley Strawberry? Is Sonya as accomplished as a Shirley Strawberry? Is Sonya as connected as a Shirley Strawberry? Is Sonya making as much as a Shirley Strawberry? Is Sonya as good looking and put together at 55 as Shirley is at 69? Tell me. I want to know. I want to know. Is she? Huh? Just asking.
Never settle for nothing lower than me.
And don't talk about me. And I know we're only 6 minutes in. Leave me the alone. Okay? Let me have it tonight. Okay? Hit the like button.
Stay in grace and greatness. That is what our Lord would want for you to have. May God be with you, my lady in the clouds. I love you forever. From your magic man, Big Nesto. Shirley's response to that text message, I don't have any money. This is Nesto's response back.
Wait a minute. said all of that stuff, all that flowery shit to her, and she said, I don't have any money. I know. But wait a minute, y'all. Shirley said, I ain't got no money. Like, stop with the bullshit. I don't want to hear all that shit. I ain't got no money. Leave me the alone. That's what Shirley is saying. Okay. When Shirley said she was sick of it, that's really what she wanted to say. Leave me the fuck alone. I ain't got no money. Okay. That's it. That's all. I'm done. That's what she wanted to say, but that's not how she said it. At this point, she wasn't saying much of anything, but I get it. I feel it. I understand what she really wanted to say. So I just said it for her. Okay. Well, let's listen.
How things tonight, and can you tell me everything that's going on? I get a free call on Monday. You just have to answer it. I love you and everything is going to be okay in Jesus' name. I know how you are when you don't have any money. All this will soon pass and be back to our normal life. As you see, this message was sent on June 14th. Nesto and Shirley had their ultimatum call on June 15th. This next message was sent by Shirley about a week after they had that call. I just never thought you and I would end up like this. Not you and I. I am beyond hurt and I don't understand what went so wrong with us.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to read this and we'll let Shay finish it off, but let's slow this down. I just never thought, this is Shirley to her mans, okay? I just never thought you and I would end up like this. Not you and I. I am beyond hurt and I don't understand what went so wrong with us. Do you know what happened? Now, he may have interpreted that question being specific to his crimes or the charges or whatever. That text message right there tells me everything I need to know. By this time, June, she knows about Sonya. Why else is she hurt? Because prior to this, she had been saying, I know you're innocent and you've got to trust in God and they're just trying to find anything against you and this, that, and the other. She was straight up and down cheering him on, encouraging him, praying for him, quoting scriptures for him, all of that. But on June 22nd of 2023, she says, out the blue, I just never thought you and I would end up like this. Not you and I. I am beyond hurt. And I don't understand what went wrong with us. Not with you, not your case, not these charges, not the police, not them. No, you and me, we're in a bad space. Do you recall them getting in any sort of argument prior to this? No. She knows. And either A, he picked up on it and he's just responding to it, or B, he's too stupid to understand that his wife knows that what he's been doing ain't right. And it involves another woman. If not one woman, women. You can best believe Shirley knew about Sonya now. Okay?
Do you know what happened?
Let me go get my ginger ale, okay? Y'all listen.
Nesto responds, it's okay. I will never give up on us. I apologize for last week. We are all human. We are both going through difficult times being separated from one another. You have all the right to be beyond hurt. I have no reason to upset with you because you have been by my side this whole time 1000%. I will never give up on our marriage. I will not let the devil win. I love you forever. I heard in your voice last week, no matter what, our marriage is stronger than ever. Thank you for replying back. It's been 7 days. I just like to know where I stand because my life has been stripped away from me. Thank God that I'm a great listener. It's the small words that being big impact. You have a wonderful day and thank you for thinking about your husband. Nesto.
Did this fool really think that he had the right to give Shirley an ultimatum? And he didn't even pick up what she was putting down. He's a fool. He's a fool.
Continues on. Don't forget, I stated to the world a public announcement. I will die for you no matter what, as long as you have me and continue loving me. That keeps my strength like Samson in the Bible. Every day I love you more and more, just like my favorite ice cream. No one knows my flavor better than you. So we can't let people hijack our love from one another. A lot of people wish they had this power and energy that we have. Go out there and suck up some of that sun for me, and I will keep piping out the window, looking at the clouds and thinking about you. How you and I used to ride together, and all you talked about was them beautiful clouds in the sky. So let's just keep letting God continue working in our life, and I promise you we will just fine. Never give up. Starting from the bottom, Shirley sends Nesto a message that.
But wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Why? Why is he over here talking to her saying, as long as I got you, I got enough. As long as I got you and know that you'll love me and you praying for me, I'm going to be all right. But he's carrying on multiple times per day with this other woman. That's why he's so disgusting, y'all. He is so disgusting. He deserves everything he gets.
The next day, your attorney says he's coming to see you today. Nesto replies, thank you, my love. Shirley says, you're welcome. Starting from the bottom again, Shirley writes Nesto a few days later. Your lawyer will be there to see you again today. Nesto replies, okay, thank you again, my love. Shirley says, you're welcome. The next day, Nesto sends Shirley a message. Starting from the bottom, good evening and how are you? My lawyer came and seen me late last night. If you can find time, look in your phone and give me my friend Daryl and send it to me, please. We don't have free calls here anymore, so I'll call you tomorrow with Dre. Have a good night. Shirley sends him the phone number, and Nesto says, thanks, I love you.
So wait a minute. So that's Daryl. Remember when Daryl came? I thought he made it sound like Daryl, he didn't know how Daryl found him or why was Daryl coming to check on him. When it sounds like he reached out to Daryl. He got the number from Shirley and then contacted Daryl. This dude lies about everything. Unless I got something wrong. Y'all correct me if I got that wrong, but I could have sworn I remember a call where he's like referring to Daryl as being nosy. But okay.
Shirley replies, okay. The very next day, Nesto sends Shirley a message. I'm so very, very sorry. I hope you will forgive me. May God be with us in Jesus' name, because that's all we both have right now. I promise you I will take full responsibility for any action for what's happening in our life right now. So please give me the time for me to get out and make it up to you. The storm is almost over, so please stay strong, and God is going to protect us. And once again, I'm so sorry for all the damage and drama that I've caused in our life. Because of my past, people assume that I'm guilty, but that's not so true. Only God can judge me. Soon and very soon, the truth will come out. So have a blessed night, and I love you forever. Forgive me for my typo. I have to get me some stronger glasses.
Did he just say, forgive my typo? So now Nesto can read and write well enough to know when he's fucking up a word or not. And he ain't wrote shit in here, but all of a sudden now he wants to say something about a typo. You want us to believe you's typing. That's what you say. Yeah, and the reason why you got a typo, if you got one, is because you can't see. Okay. 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 But didn't he just say also in that message that he would take accountability for where he finds himself right now and the circumstances of their life? All of these people are not lying on you because you have a record, okay? I mean, I wish I just could just ask Dre one question. Dre, how many times have you been arrested since you got out of prison? I'm just saying. Now, I don't know Dre. Dre could be on F-ish like this one. He could be. I don't know. I don't know if I feel that. I don't know if I feel that. So my question would be, how do you justify that? How do you make sense of this is happening to Nesto this way, but there are other people who have also gone to prison and come out, found legitimate work, live as productive citizens, never to be arrested again. Look, let me tell you something. I was thinking about this over the weekend. Out of all the guys I ever dated, ever, okay? Now, I can't say for the entire duration of their lives because you know how it is. Once you stop dating somebody, you go on with your life, they go on with theirs. You don't really know everything that people are dealing with, but I'm going to tell you something. I personally have not dated anybody that I know of that has been arrested. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that none of them had ever been incarcerated. Not one. Not one of them. Not one of them. My son has never been arrested. So I say that to say all of them are Black. All of them are male. All of them are American. And all of them are without a criminal record. So even if one of these guys, that I dated, that I may not have been a part of their life, their whole life, what I can guarantee you is even if they were arrested, they still ain't go to prison. I don't know, but I know that they ain't go to prison. I say all that to say all Black men ain't going to jail. All of them aren't getting arrested. Now, can they get profiled? Sure they can. Sure they have been profiled. Sure they have I'm sure had contact with police. I'm just saying, in my experience with these individuals prior to me and while with me, they were never ever arrested. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want to hear this bullshit that Sonya comes out here talking about all the time. Now he wants to throw this out here and say, oh, and see that story worked well for him. I think that's why he's still telling the story, because in the past, obviously it worked, because if he had been arrested 3 other times prior to this one, you got to think, why would Shirley put up with that? Surely she must really have fallen into believing that this man is being harassed simply because he has something in his background. Crazy. Anyway.
This is the last message that Nesto sent to Shirley until October of 2023. Shirley never responded, but here's the message from October. Nesto writes, God is good all the time. Nesto and Sonya started texting in November of 2022. This is the very beginning here, and as you can see, a few messages in, Nesto tells Sonya that he is in love with her. Sonya writes to Nesto,
Sonya is stupid. Sonya is a damn fool. Sonya, there's no reason why you should have believed that this man was in love with you. He fell in love with you once he was in jail, but he wasn't in love with you enough to ask for your phone number when he got arrested. Nor did he tell any of his friends to reach out to you to find you. No, 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 no. It was the other way around, Sonya. So when exactly did he decide he was in love with you? And why did you even entertain that? Did you entertain that because maybe you aren't divorced your damn self? Like, I don't know. Are you divorced? Because if you're divorced, surely you understand how simple a divorce can be. So if this man is not in love with his wife and he's in love with you and he ain't seen you, and since I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Why is he in love with you and why did you believe it? Did you just need to believe it?
Nesto in November of 2022. I love you more every day, and I want you to be happy always. Ever since I found you in there, it's like a dark cloud over my life. I need you to be healthy, and I worry a lot about you. If I don't hear from you, it's a problem in my head. You have to call, even if it's for 2 minutes. I seriously worry about you there. I feel like I have to take care of you while you're down, and I wish your family supported you during this time, even if the relationship is not every day. The bond should be there. I'm not going to harp on it. I got you. I don't care about the details of those situations. I only worry about the you and I relationship. I feel like in my head, you are mine, and I have to fix this. I have to fight for you to be free. I sometimes wonder if we would move out of the friend place. Then I push the thoughts out of my head. We never agreed to be more than friends, and I'm trying to honor that. It gets hard, really hard, but I try not to say anything to you, 1%. It's added pressure, and it would not be fair to you. I think I purposely don't try to date, thinking something will come out of this. Being in love with you doesn't help dating. I feel like no one would compare. We vibe so well, we can hang out and do simple things, and it would be the best time ever.
So here's the thing, too. So this is in November of 2022. It wasn't it in 23 when she came in there asking if she was going to be able to get some in 2 weeks when he got out? Why would you want any of it when he got a whole wife? He has a whole wife, or at least that's what you believed. So why would you want any of it? And why would he? Girl, you cannot be this stupid to believe that if he told you he loved you, how do you think he said that to any of these other women? The realtor, the teacher. Do you think?
It's just always been conversation and great sex. On borrowed time, I've never been in this space to want.
And if it's always been this and great sex, that means y'all saw each other more than 5 times, you lying ass whore. You told me you met him 5 times, period. 2 times in 20, 1 time in 21, and 2 times in 22. That's what you had said. You said you didn't sleep with him the first day you met him. That's what you told me. You told me you slept with him the day after that. But come to find out, you told other people you slept with him the day you met him. I also felt like in one of those text messages that it was either in the text message or the recent call, but it sounds like he met the sister. How do you meet the sister? How he know the sisters like that? And why do they know him like that? If she only saw him 5 times, right? If she only saw him 5 times. Now, look, I do recall that other meeting where she said, we've seen each other 20 times. First of all, if we have seen each other upwards to 20 times, I ain't counting that shit. I don't know how many times it is. If it's in the 20, if we talking 15, 20 times, if we talking 10 times or more, I am not counting. But she is. She is. What you say, Shell? We knew Sonya was lying because that ponytail sliding each time she lied. She had to catch it after the interview. Child, I just don't get why these people are lying so much. But this girl will come out here and say, well, I have to tell y'all the truth about my life. No, you don't. But you volunteered to be out here. And if you're lying and you're representing him, if you're representing your boyfriend, the one that you want to be free, right? But you lie. Everything you come out here to say is a lie. How y'all met, what y'all's relationship is, what he did, how you know about what he did, and what you know and what you don't know, and how you know what you know, and whether y'all real friends or booty buddy, whatever it is. You lied about all that shit, but we supposed to believe other shit that comes out your mouth. How do we know what's the truth or a lie? You are admitting to lying to us. We have busted you lying, but we're still supposed to believe you. Okay.
Want what you can't have. Love you. Sonya continues. When did you feel you are in love with me? You see how crazy I am? I will say this. I love your smile. I love how positive you are. I love how your morning spirit is. I love how you treat me. I love how you inspire me. I love the advice you give me. I love how you always took the time every morning to check on me. I love the time you'd spend with me. I love spending time with you, even if no sex. I love sleeping with you. I love sex with you. I love how giving you are. I love your body. I love the way you dress. I love your style. I love your country ass ways. I love how simple you can be. I love your pickup line, blessing. I love how you smell. I love how you feel. I love your head, neck, and face. I love your hands. I love your legs, bad knees and all. I love your walk. I love your laugh. I love your voice. Love your teeth. I love your mouth, lips, and the way you kiss. I love the way your body feels hugged up. I love the fact that we can just talk about anything. You are my best friend. I'm happy we met. You are a blessing in my life.
CB said, I love your morning breath. Where is you need a breath mint? What happened to you need a breath mint? Where is she? Okay. What happened to you need a breath mint? Maybe you need a breath mint change their name. I don't know. But that part. This fool said named everything but the eyelashes on his lids. Okay. She damn near mentioned his pubes. I mean, give me a break already. Weird.
I appreciate you and value more than I can say.
If I ever love somebody like this and they married to somebody else, I want y'all to whoop my ass. You hear me? I want y'all to come and whoop my ass and then shoot me to put me out my damn misery. Okay? Because this is stupid. This is dumb. This don't even make no good damn sense. Do you hear me? Anywho, thank you, Miss Boogie Down. Hey V, sorry for the tardy. Hope you feeling better. I do feel better. Thank you so much, Miss Boogie Down. Thank you. Make it rain, says V. Let's revisit your interview with Sonya to decipher the lies. We have additional information now. Yeah, okay. I mean, look, you know I revisited it one other time, but not even trying to be funny. In between that time that I did it and the actual interview, I had watched it again too, just to be like, damn, she told me this, and now this. It's a whole lot. But we'll definitely put some timetables together, match up some videos, match up the interviews. I think this gives us so much clarity. And that's why I want to know, how does Sonya feel? I think that's why she did that video. I think that's why. Well, we'll come to that in a minute. We'll get to that. Did you hit the like button? Huh? Did y'all hit the like button though? You did? Okay. Okay. All right. If you say so. Thank you, Make It Rain. Thank you, Miss Boogie Down. All right. Let's get back to these people.
Sonya continues, starting from the bottom. I'm in love with you, Ernest. Missing you so much. I love you more today. You are everything to me. I appreciate and love you more every day. I'm so horny. I miss you naked. 2 days later, Sonya sends Nesto this message. Listening to you tonight, I realize we're just friends and that's our reality, and I need to keep that in mind at all
Yeah.
times. I think you need to get more support from the wife, not talking about money. She needs to find the ability to fully support your situation. This comes from being with, marrying, dating black men. They are often targets and go through legal issues. I need to fall back after you make bail on all cases. This
Is why I said what I said, because I'm sorry, ma'am. I just named some black men's. Okay. I only date black men. Okay. So, like I said before, all black men are not in prison or in jail, nor have all of them been arrested. I'm just saying, girl.
For me to be so involved with someone's husband. I find myself too consumed with you, and I will end up getting hurt or disappointed in the end. If I fall back, I can focus on me. I feel like I'm too consumed with you, and you're married. I heard myself say I have to make sure you're okay first. That's me being too deep in this, more than a friend behavior. I will not leave you hanging. I will try to get your bond situated. Don't make excuses for her and why she's not doing more. You are 100% her concern, and she needs to find the energy, time, ability, and strength to help you through this phase. It is her duty. Not speaking ill of her, but we find the energy to save people we love, and I think I want more for myself. I deserve that. I was raised in a rich white suburb, went to school with racial of 90% Jews. So if I can find the energy, any black woman can.
First of all, Sonya is basically planting a seed. She is trying to act as if she wants him to be with his wife and to work things out in the marriage, because she really wants him to say no, but we're not in love, or no, that's not what this is anymore, and no, I'm in love with you and I want to be with you, and it's going to be you and me, and it's us, and we're loving each other, and I love you and you love me, and all of that bullshit. Okay, that's what she wants to hear. That's why she's saying it. But then to turn around and slick shade Shirley and say, well, she should find the time, and we all find time for the things that mean the most to us, right? That's her acting as if Shirley must not love her husband, even though she's shelling out money she doesn't really have, even though she has shit in a storage she can't get out, and she living with these people over here, and when she gets her place, she's on an air mattress over there, and she doesn't have any furniture, and she doesn't have a car to drive, but she's shelling out thousands of dollars only for you two to blow the shit. Yeah, I think you got some nerve talking about whether or not this woman loved her husband or not, and what love looks like. That's the thing. Sometimes people get confused about what love looks like. Love is not what you say. Love is what you do. Love is an action. It's not an adjective. It's not an adverb. It's a noun when you're referring to it, but it's really an action. That's the only way you know how to experience it. It's an action. And this nigga showed you he hates your ass. He hates women, if you ask me, because anything he's displayed, none of it looks like love. His kids don't feel like he loves. Them ex-wives don't feel like he loved. Shirley now knows it. He didn't love her either. And Sonya, you're too stupid to see it. I don't have to experience everything to learn from it. Okay? Not everything. Sometimes I have to learn the hard way. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I have had to learn the hard way. But the older I get, the less that desire comes. I don't need to challenge what you're telling me doesn't work, hasn't worked, and what you've experienced in the past to avoid me from doing it. I don't have to hear that and then go try it too. If you said it didn't work and you really laid out how bad it was, why the fuck am I'm going to try it? When I saw how people was dying during that whole crack epidemic, and they would tell people, all you got, if you try it one time, some people are addicted after one hit. I thought to myself, well, God, dog, that's all you got to tell me. Shit, if people is dying and becoming addicted to popcorn, I don't want no more. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I ain't got to experience everything. Sonya, you ain't have to experience nothing, because we know of 6 women, just 6 wives, 6 women who thought they were marrying this dude, who tried to really commit their life to this dude before God. At least 6 women did that. And here you are begging to be number 7. You dumb hoe. You are stupid. And I don't have any real compassion for you, Sonya, because you have signed up for this, and you have demonized all the women in his life, all the victims being named, and even his family members and friends that are not women. You are so insecure, you feel in competition with everybody. The problem is nobody else is trying to compete with you, but you're trying to compete with all of them, including his kids. They don't even fuck with him. But you are running to be chosen. It's pathetic, okay?
Especially a mother. She needs to be your blessing. I love you, and I'm sorry if this affects you in any way or adds to your situation. Jumping ahead to March of this year.
He's been his blessing. The only way he's been blessed is through her. What are you talking about? She needs to be his blessing. She tired. When is he going to be a blessing to somebody? Anybody? Anybody? Shabbai.
Sonya was upset with Nesto after hearing some things he said on the calls about her. These next messages start there. Starting at the bottom, dated March 10th, 2024, Sonya's message to Nesto reads, I just listened to a phone call between you and Dion, talking about I need to play my position. I came looking for you. You didn't ask for me to do so. Everybody can't afford you. Real slick shit, okay? I'm done. That was beyond disrespectful and out of line. I'm not used to premium men. I can't afford you. Call your son and let him handle all your shit. You should have never spoke ill of me to your people, ever. I played my part, not your friend. Nesto replies, this is crazy to me. Sonya replies, I wish you well. I can't believe you spoke about me like that, sad face. This was after I moved to Atlanta to help you. I feel some type of way about this whole situation. Used. Good luck. Nesto responds, okay, well, first of all, I want to express the position we both should mutually agree to, which is not to allow the opposition to glimpse inside of what we have going on within our walls of privacy, meaning we shouldn't be airing out any delicate information or arguing or engaging in any negative conversation when on this phone, knowing how it can be publicized, twisted, or distorted. Besides that, we have never checked one another on the open line. Secondly, if at any time previously I have spoke out of line or offended you in any way, I apologize, as that is not my intentions to offend. You've also made comments to others in the past, but once recognizing it, weren't able to reconcile the situation. So we've both fallen short in that regard. So again, I want to take this opportunity to apologize. It's like deja vu when you and Dre had the negative back and forth. Appears that everyone tends to get in their feelings, allowing emotions to impact the overall condition of what we were supposed to be fighting for. And if you, out of everyone, can take such things to the heart, then I'm conflicted in my awareness of what's the purpose. The purpose of everything we've been going so hard towards this whole time frame. So if you allow the devil to come between us over something I pray about to God every night, in the respect that our hopes, dreams, and wishes come into fruition, then I'm at a loss for action because I cannot dictate your desires or compel you to want to stay with me. Nesto continues, can't make you be for me. You know I've shared much information and confided in you about so much sensitive issues, but if that's your final thought process or mindset that you're no longer wishing to be engaged in what we've built to this point, then I, of course, have to reluctantly accept it. I don't regret any of the many great moments and conversations we've shared, but I definitely cannot dictate your mind. I will remind you, though, that you're the only person I have left to live for, the only relationship I inspire towards carrying on.
So let me get this straight. So the man of God says that he doesn't have anything or anyone else to live for. Not God, not his wife, not his kids, not his grandkids, and not his friends that he's known decades upon decades before meeting her. That she's it. That's all he got. That's all he wants to live for. Then Sonya, you need to leave so this nigga can die. Because we don't need him. Okay. He's taking up space. In fact, he's taking up space in that jail. Because I'm sure there's somebody out here too who needs to be in that bitch too. Okay. Somebody out here that's doing heinous shit as well that we need to, he's taking up a whole 3 hots and a cot from. We need somebody else in there. We need this nigga to just croak because he ain't worth living. Okay. He said ain't nothing worth living for, but Sonya, then he done already gave up. Why are we wasting our breath with this dude? Okay. I'm just saying what I'm saying. But anyhow.
After court tomorrow, I'm requesting that they put me in the hole so I can denied and shut off from all free world outside communication. It's overwhelming, all of this, and I can't endure it any longer. I'm an innocent man, but being persecuted as though I'm a monster. And of all the folks in the world, I would have never imagined at any point that I'd receive a text from you containing the words, good luck, I wish you the best, etc. Shaking my head, what kind of shit is that? WTF. And if you can allow something like that to affect your image of me or the feelings towards us, then I can't conceive what would happen if I was out there and we were prosperous and people attempting to get in between us, because it appears that you'd allow it and would be headed for destruction. Words ain't shit if the action behind them are absent. I know in my heart you're just upset and probably expressing yourself, but understand in my position being bended by all, I can't take chances. Starting from the bottom, Sonya replies, not going back and forth. You said that about me. Do not compare my issues with your people to you and me. You and your own spoke shit on me. There is no apology needed. You meant that shit. I'm good, built for anything life throws at me. I cannot continue any relationship with you. You have your family to help you. Not putting this out for the public to see. You need to leave me alone. I will not get over this. I will not tell Sylvia anything other than she can visit you as you need. This is no one's business. Nesto replies, okay, I love you. No need for anyone to come see me anymore. My life is over. Thanks for everything. I will leave you alone because that's what you want.
These two are gaslighting the shit out of each other. Do you, am I the only one? They are gaslighting each other. He wants her to say some shit and she wants to hear him say some shit. He wants to hear her moan and groan and say she loves him and it's okay. And she wants him to pay a price because she's hurt and embarrassed, right? Child, bye. Hey, Miss Buckeye 99. Thank you for the super sticker, love. I appreciate you. Oh, wait, these people.
Sonya replies, thank you. You will be okay. You always land on your feet. I will put 10 on Dion phone for you. Chin up. Nesto responds, no need to send him anything. I'll speak to him once I'm out. I wrote him a letter a few weeks ago explaining how I felt when it came to his disrespect towards you. I further explained to him that although he'll always be my son, that you will always play a very special role in my life, as you've done so much to deserve such a place in my life and my heart.
Dion, did this conversation happen like this? Dion, did your daddy get you together and tell you how much he care about this woman and he don't like you treating her and talking about her the way you do and that you always gonna be his son and he love you, but this woman is special to him? Did that conversation go like that? Because I didn't hear no conversation quite like that. But I bet this nigga didn't think these text messages would get out. Dion, you listening? Dion, we know you be out here listening too. Okay. Are you taking notes? Okay. Did that happen? Your ditty ain't worth a damn. Your ditty is trash. Okay. I'm just letting you know. But you knew. But I'm letting you know.
I told him he should man up and apologize because despite how he or anyone else feels about you, it matters not, since you've willingly put your life and reputation on the chopping block on my behalf, which is something nobody else has done. Did you forget 90 days ago when the call leaked and I disclosed to you that everyone abandoned me and you were all I had? My circle of family, etc., were upset at my words.
You hear that? Trying to get sympathy from her. I told you you're all I have. I told you how people always leave me. I told you about that time when I was in prison the last time and people just disappeared. And she said, because she told me this. Excuse me. I want to say, I don't know if she mentioned it in the interview. I think she did. And she mentions that he had told her that when he went to prison the last time, his people just kind of threw him away and didn't really support him. And she said, I would never do a person like that. I would never do that. She told me that. And I think, see, this is how she's a fool.
You tried to reach out to him and rectify the situation where you called him an old ass truck driver when I was upset talking to you. Once again, ain't nobody fucking with me. It's a waste of time because everyone in their feelings. But I'll leave you alone as you wish. I won't reach out to you anymore unless you wish otherwise. I know with all I have that you've done more than anyone else and more than enough. I'm just devastated because I truly believed that I had found someone who really had love for me unconditionally. You didn't even allow me the opportunity to get out and demonstrate my loyalty to you. Like I said, I don't want to speak to anyone that may disrespect you, etc. I really take offense to that shit. Sonya replies, "You're not making being mad at you easy. I understand what you're saying, but again, you can't compare your people with our relationship. Dre, Dion, and me share no love for each other. Me talking about them is nowhere near as hurtful as you saying I need to play my position. I will never be more than that. You don't need me. I was just someone to assist you during this process. You said a lot on that call and the world heard it. I look like a fool." Nesto replies, "That phone call you're referring to was almost 2 years ago. Do you know how many pleasant conversations, beautiful visits, and great moments we've shared since then? Like, really? We're so beyond all the petty shit that the world has been attacking us with. We shouldn't be at each other's neck because we already have so many folks vilifying us as it is. I know you feel like your player position, even if it was misconstrued to you as something else. Your position is to stand tall through it all, and you've done just that and beyond. God, in my opinion, put you exactly where you need to be in my life, whether you believe it or not, and I don't challenge that. And of course, it isn't going to be easy to be upset with me. Want to know why? Because you feel it in you that our bond is real, the same way I feel. Instead of being caught up on that old ass conversation that meant nothing for real, you need to be concerned about how I've made the world aware of how you've stood by me since day one. You don't look like anybody's fool. We made a gangsta vow to always protect each other no matter what. And you keep forgetting we share many of the same qualities. So as your pride may have been hurt a little by that conversation, it means nothing in comparison to what we know we both share. So straighten up."
You hear how he is? This is some pimp ass shit right here. He is pimping the shit out of her right now. He over here trying to gas her up and
Over there, stop tripping, and let's keep this power show rolling. We fighting for both of our future. Sonya replies, "It was July 11th, 2023. She goes on to say, "You need to hear the call. It was bad. My position you suggested was for me to stay in the side chick lane," which this was the day before your Be My Man speech. 2 weeks after your wife called saying she needed a break, how you sounded on that call was insulting. "I can't afford you. You're a premium man. She came looking for me. You not looking for me. She needs to play her position." Pimpin' was the tone. 8 months ago, after I moved to Atlanta to help save your ass. Egg in the face. 2 days later, after one of Nesto's hearings, he writes, "First of all, I don't feel like I lost today because at least I know what's going on. But I need to find out which of my cases have been indicted supposedly. I also need you to contact Joe and have him tell Hannah to prepare the paperwork to be signed by DA stating that my CP case was null prosecuted, dismissed, since it's not being recognized in the system. Now I hope the bloggers can clearly see that I'm being railroaded since apparently they want the event of my downfall so bad."
yes, we can tell you've been railroaded. Absolutely. How dare these people come after you and lie on you? Yes, they want you and they want to make careers off of you. Mm-hmm. Yes, just like Officer Fields. My God. Mm-hmm. Hey, the Duchess. Every time she says chin up, I think of Charlotte's Web, which is fitting since he's a pig. Wait, did Charlotte, what did Charlotte used to say that to the pig? I didn't remember that. That's funny. Thank you, the Duchess. Thank you.
And if you come tomorrow, I will begin to use the platform I have with the world listening. I don't trust the lawyers or any of them to follow through with anything they say. Over and again, I'm
Wait,
only going to
Penelope said, but that pig is cute. Don't insult him like that.
bond hearings, and the lawyer continues to drop the ball no matter how much evidence I supply her with. And as for my brother, I am deeply hurt, who said on a recorded line he would follow through. Shaking my head, and Dre, when I called him, he said he was in a meeting, which I believe was only a stall tactic. It's like my life means nothing to anyone except you. You're obviously still making an effort even though you were upset. This is why them folks wanted you to refrain from
Do you
posting on
hear
your
this
channel.
fool? Dre out here working his ass off, traveling across country, probably, I'm guessing, as a truck driver, maybe. Nevertheless, he's working, and everybody's supposed to just stop whatever the hell they got going on while this jailbird is just wanting to call, talk shit, and beg for money. I'll be damned. These people are crazy.
Because you had the ability to expose them for their lack of effort towards my case. Shaking my head. The DA clearly dismissed those charges last bond hearing, but never submitted the paperwork to officiate it. I hope the Bible lady was present so she can also publish to the world the truth. At this point, I think we go media. Starting from the bottom, their conversation continues. Nesto writes to Sonya. Tell Joe I need those bond orders signed and filed with the clerk so that I can make bond ASAP before these people kill me with the lies. Their office shouldn't have dropped the ball on a dismissal order. I'm thinking this entire time I had bond. I hope the Bible lady was there so she can expose the truth. Nesto writes again, I love you. Sonya writes back, I meant what I said, me, you too. Nesto replies, call him at redacted. Okay, thank you. Sonya replies, she was. You have to have Dion or Dre talk with Joe. I can't do anything more than phone and bank records. It is more than one video phone conversation in which you are talking shit on me. So I'm done. Believe me, please. You are not changing my mind. Sonya writes again, I sent Dre the number for Joe. Sonya also writes, Bible lady
Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all.
coming tomorrow to...
Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Bottom, these messages are all...
Hold on. So I'm sorry about that. So wait a minute. So Sonya is sitting here saying that she's over it. She's hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 minute. So anyway, Sonya is saying that she's done. Remember, she told us, oh, he wasn't talking about me. He was talking in general. He wasn't talking about me, but she did recognize that he was talking about her. When he said what Shirley won't do, another hoe will, I'm paraphrasing. He was talking about her. He was talking about Sonya. He may not have been saying, he may have been speaking generally about hoes doing things that his wife won't do, but this is the hoe that's doing it. You see what I'm saying? So whether he was making a blanket statement about women outside of his wife, the only one we see right now is you, Sonya. So he was talking about you. When he called you a hoe, when he was talking about hoes, he was talking about you. That's the first thing, okay? The second thing is, Sonya, you claim that he wasn't talking about you at all. But we know that he was, and now we hear that you knew that he was too, right? My question was going to be, with all of that said, why are you still here? Why are you still here? You learn, if nothing else, you learned that this dude was cheating on his wife with these other women, these women that are victims in this case, in his cases, I should say. And that should tell you how he gets down. You know how he got down with you. You now know he was getting down with these other women while you were in the mix and while he was married. And you also found out when the rest of us did that old boy has been married multiple times while he has already been married. So that tells me he does not believe in being committed to anything. He ain't committed to being criminal free. He's not committed to his marriage. He's not committed to his children. He's not committed to his grandchildren. He's not committed to his friends. He's not even committed to the businesses he claims that he has created and built, he hasn't stayed committed to anything. So help me understand, Sonya, why would you think he would ever be committed to you? Excuse me. The most committed he's ever been is probably being in jail talking to you and Shirley. And even then, he couldn't be committed to you. So what makes you think he's going to be committed to you ever? Or anybody for that matter? You know where he is. He right here in jail. He still couldn't stay committed to one woman. No, one had to throw him away before you would even have him to yourself. And baby, you better hope he stay in there. You better hope he stay in there. Because as soon as he comes out, even if he came to your house, you already know. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Uh-huh. Yeah.
From Sonya to Nesto. I love you. Nesto, you need to call me. This is basically the last message from their supposed breakup. Sonya writes to Nesto, I know you are not perfect, but what I needed from you was just to own what you said. That's it. Don't deflect or give misguided responses. You said it. You was talking reckless. You was wrong. We good. Own everything, right or wrong. That's trust. My heart can't leave you for dead. I owe you a smack in the mouth. It won't hurt. Sonya and Nesto also talk about his interview that he did on YouTube. These are some of the messages he wrote to Sonya 2 days before that interview. Dated April 21st, 2024, Nesto writes, my talking will be slowed down for people to better understand. The other side tries to turn everything around, but I will speak what's real and do my part in clearing my name of the foolishness. The rest is up to the public to decide what they think. Have you discovered how to extract the video from our visits before anyone else does it? It'll be beneficial for us to have the original in case media outlets attempt to modify and edit any of the content from the videos, etc. I need to know how many followers you and Bible Lady have so I can know what moves to make. We should speak about the victims, kids, Sheridan and my oldest daughter, the allegations, etc., everything. The victim's father and all that. Once a lie is told, it must continue, so we will clear all the lies up. Prepare Bible Lady on what we're doing and our objective. No games, because it's my life and I need this executed correctly. So if she's going to start something here, she has to be willing to continue. I've asked Joe to retrieve the records, etc. to help vindicate me, but they haven't, so I must go ahead myself. Let him know I will be speaking live about all this injustice, including the unattainable bond and my possession as well. It's time to allow my voice to be heard. We will inform the world how you've been the only person helping to expose the truth and injustice. Lastly, you need to screenshot the message from the person who asked, was I okay, in my DM. Very important, we're exposing that too. Nesto continues, so think of some particular questions that will help lead in the conversation and introduce the topics relevant to the objective. It needs to all flow as natural as conversation, similarly like a podcast, but just one designed for an incarcerated inmate on a media platform. Nesto continues, Nesto finally speaks out and confronts the lies, should be the headline. Start promoting it tonight to get everyone in anticipation for the visit and the end statements to come. It's time. Like I said before, there's over 200 pages and close to 3,000 texts. Much of the information they talked about cannot be uploaded to YouTube. Because of the length and the information within, I will be uploading the messages to Patreon. If you would like to read them for yourself in their entirety, they will be available after this premiere. Within the messages, you'll find conversations about his charges, the alleged victims, his struggles during his first days at Fulton County Jail, his co-defendant Erica, Shirley, Dion, Dre, Lamont, Bible Lady, P. Diddy, Fonnie Willis, Nesto's marriage, Nesto's divorce, bloggers, YouTube, and more. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like.
Shay, you are the mother sucking goat for real. Okay. I'm not trying to be funny, girl. You are keeping the streets fed. Okay. You are. Now, there are a couple things I kind of wanted to cover real quick before we move on. One, I mentioned that Miss Sonya had done a little video, honey. She wanted us to know how she was doing and things. So let's take a peek, a sneak peek over here. Okay. All right. Here goes Miss Thing right here. Okay. Let me make this bigger. Okay. All right. So this is what she uploaded yesterday, or I'm sorry, Saturday or whenever it was. And she was going out. Okay. She wanted us to know she was going out.
out tonight. It's been a minute. In the house. Got boring, so gotta go out. Happy Father's Day to the dad. It's tomorrow. Alright, so that's my life. I'm about to go. She out of here.
Her and that peace sign is too much. Okay, let's stop it for a second here. First and foremost, where is she finding these damn filters? Okay, because this woman right here in this filter, I don't know this woman. I don't know her. I know this woman. Now I know her. Now that I know. Okay. Now I don't know when this picture was taken, but I think it's been at least 2 or 3 years. How is it that she got gray eyes and every kind of thing? She looked younger. You know, all kinds of shit happens when Sonya come on this damn here screen, this damn IG screen at that. And she came out here, I guess, so that we can think she living her best life, honey. I'm glad you're going out though, Sonya. I think you should go out. But see, that ponytail is doing the I Dream of Jeannie thing. You know that I Dream of Jeannie lives in her, baby. She ain't happy unless she got this damn ponytailing. Okay? All right? I ain't forgot. I have not forgotten at all. Okay? This woman right here is not this woman right here. Okay? And then if that wasn't enough, oh yeah, she made a pose too. This is her posing. Go ahead, girl. Work it. Why are you standing like you constipated? We know you ain't constipated. You can't keep shit in you. That we know you. Why are you standing like you got to stick up your ass? What is that? I'm just asking. Okay, but then like look at this one. This one, she got gray eyes, child. Who is this girl? Because this person right here is not this person right there. It's not. Okay. Now, Bible lady, on the other hand, Bible lady seems to be trying to get her life. Okay. She been trying to pull it together. I guess she been hanging with Sonya and she like, oh shit, Sonya gonna have me looking over here, looking like I'm 2 tons of fun. I'm gonna get out here and I'm gonna start working out. And so she is trying to transform her body. Okay. Her body is bodying. Okay. Her body is bodying. Okay. Yeah. So, I guess she's like, fuck that. We gonna be 2 skinny bitches going to see Nesto. Okay. They already trading off weeks and shit. So I guess she's trying to get her body right so she can compete properly. All right. But see, here's the thing though. I just curious if when she's sending pictures to Nesto and he's saying, you one pretty ass woman, you is so fine, you is this, you is that. Is he saying that based on what he can recall? Is he saying that based upon what he sees during them visits? Or is he saying that shit based on these pictures? Because I'm telling you, all 3 of them hoes is different people. Okay, the one in this picture, the one that come to see him, and probably the one he met before he went in there a couple years. Them's 3 different hoes, probably. I'm telling you. I'm just saying what I'm saying. I can't with these people. They are so full of it. But I will tell you this. I ain't mad at nobody who's trying to level up. In fact, it has inspired me. I told you, there's some things I would never wear, okay? I can't wear what everybody else can wear because I know what's flattering and what's not. You know what I'm saying? So I might need to get out here too because Miss Thing done got a whole heads up on my ass trying to get her beach summer body together, okay? She is beating me out. Let me pull myself together. Let me get myself all the way together, okay? Because I'll be damned if she outdoes me this summer. No, okay? I ain't having it. I am not having it. Did you hit the like button, though, is my question. Did you? Huh? All right. Well, look, y'all. Thank you for hanging with me. We've been out here for 2 hours. Let me take my ass on, sit down somewhere. By the way, I just noticed that Vic to the Veil is going live at 9:30. So I hope you guys will go and support Vic to the Veil. All right. I'm sure she's going to be over there reenacting some more of these damn text messages. Okay. And then, hey, Native, someone had put in the I can't remember who it was now. So forgive me if you're in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but someone said, you should do a reenactment. And I was like, oh, that would be cute. And they were saying maybe there's a man that could play the part of Nesto. And I could do like the part of Sonya or whatever. So Native, if you want to come and do a reenactment sometime this week between these fools and their calls, let me know. Okay. Just let me know. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who came through the night. Thank you to my lovely moderators that were here. If they work a whole damn job and then come out here and then work this little job for free, child. I'm blessed by each and every one of them. Thank you to everybody who became a member, who super chatted, everybody, okay? And everybody who just dropped down in the chat, gave me a click in the view. But especially those people who hit the like button. Now, them people, I love y'all. Okay? All right, y'all. All right, let me get out of here. Let me go eat me something, sit my ass down, and decompress. All right? And until we meet again, just know you all are my loves, okay? You are. All right? Just know that. Smooches.